the library beneath the rain. In a city where it rained almost every evening, there was an old alley most people ignored. The stones were cracked. The lanterns flickered weakly. And at the very end of the alley stood a tiny forgotten library. Very few people entered anymore. Except for a young girl named Mira. Mira worked at a noisy noodle shop during the day, carrying heavy trays while customers rushed in and out without ever noticing her. But every night after work, she visited the little library beneath the rain. Not to escape life. To breathe. The library belonged to an old man named Mr. Soren. He rarely spoke. Instead, he spent his evenings repairing torn books with tiny brushes and golden thread. One rainy night, Mira asked him quietly, "Why fix old books when people can buy new ones?" The old man smiled gently. "Because stories," he said, "are like people. Some become more beautiful after surviving difficult chapters." Mira never forgot those words. So every night after work, she began helping him repair damaged books. She stitched torn pages, dusted forgotten shelves, lit warm lanterns near the windows. Slowly, the library became alive again. As months passed, strange things began happening. Lonely people started finding the library. A tired musician discovered an old melody book and began playing music again. A young student who wanted to quit school found a travel journal that inspired her dreams. An exhausted office worker sat reading beside the rain and quietly cried for the first time in years. The tiny library did not change people with magic. It simply reminded them who they once were. Then one winter evening, Mira arrived to find the library dark and silent. Mr. Soren had become too ill to continue working. "The library will close soon," he whispered sadly. "No one needs places like this anymore." Mira looked around at the warm wooden shelves. The rain against the windows. The quiet comfort the place had given so many hearts. And for the first time in her life, she made a brave decision. The next morning, Mira used all her savings to keep the library open. People thought she was foolish. But little by little, visitors returned. Students. Travelers. Artists. Lonely strangers searching for peace from the noisy world outside. Years later, the little library beneath the rain became famous across the city. But near the entrance, a small wooden sign written by Mira remained unchanged. Some places do not exist to make money. They exist to make people feel less alone.